If we win today's game, we could very well be on top of the Bundesliga when this episode is over. We have played 2 games already and we have won both of them. Unfortunate fact, today's game is in Borussia Dortmund, so it is going to be a very first real test of our new tactic. Let's do this. What's up guys, my name is Jochen aka Leyodemus and welcome to part 19 already of Stuttgart über alles. In this FM21 series I try to transform VfB Stuttgart in Germany from a newly promoted Bundesliga club into a European giant. If you are enjoying the series so far, don't be shy and show me some support by liking the videos and by subscribing to my channel. Whack on that good old notification button so we can keep doing this German adventure together. Alrighty, so as I said in the intro, we already have played 2 games in the Bundesliga against Wolfsburg away and at home against Bayern Leverkusen, who we have never beaten in the league. We've beaten them in the cup semi-final last year, I'm not sure. But now we've also beaten them in the league, which is pretty awesome. 3-2 against Wolfsburg, and if we look at these match stats, let's have the bars. I mean, it is safe to say we were the better team, and although we are playing a possession-based tactic, they had more possession than us, but only with 3% of course, but still. Nonetheless, we managed to score 1 goal more than they did, which is a win in my book. And then an awesome game, man, at home against Bayern Leverkusen. Look at these match stats, and although it's not that impressive even as in Wolfsburg, but we were by far the better team. We had the double amount of corners, we had more possession, although it is close. But yeah, once again, we were clinical. That's what we are known for. And Arezzo, I mean, come on. This guy has already scored 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, once against Wolfsburg and a hat-trick against Leverkusen. So that brings us to this. We are currently 4th in the league, but only because we have the game coming up against Dortmund in hand on the other teams. We have 6 out of 6. Arezzo is almost top scorer in the league with 4 goals. He is on top as far as average rating goes, and Borna Sosa is our top assist guy with 3. Now, Dortmund is in 11th position, I think mainly because if we look at their transfer history, bam, Mr. Erling Haaland went to Man City, FM Stinger, it happened, 89 million guacamoles, which is not that much to be honest for Haaland, because I mean, look at this guy, he is almost all green, he's almost Shrek as far as attributes go. So I'm not sure if that's even enough, 89 million. I would at least expect 100 million pounds, but hey, who am I? Also, Jadon Sancho also went to Manchester, but not to the blue side, no sir, for 61 and a possible 98 million fee, he went to Man United. And I mean, damn. So they are loaded with cash, and they did bring in Kasper Dolberg and Andre Silva. But I mean, that's not a real replacement, if you ask me, for Haaland and Sancho. So I am pretty hopeful. Let's see who they have already played. Wow, okay. Senior squad. They have beaten Hamburg at home 2-0, and they got hammered by Leipzig away 4-1. So I think we in fact have a way better chance of beating this team than we did last year. Since the last episode, there was one outgoing transfer. I sold Nesta Zahoui, 19 years old, to Hertha Berlin for 5 million. He came in for free from Paris Saint-Germain, and to be honest, I have so much talent and so many players in this position, in the attacking midfielder position. It is insane. So I am loaning out a couple of guys, but I also had to sell a couple because He is 19, he's not 16 anymore. He will start to want to play. And I simply can't give him that. And I still think he is an awesome talent. So I hope he does well at Hertha Berlin, but not too well, please. Apart from that transfer, offers are still coming in for Borna Sosa and Nicolas Gonzalez. As you can see right here, and this is maybe the offer that will do it, man, because it is his favorite club. Of all the clubs that want him, Leicester City is Borna Sosa's favorite club to go to. They did me this offer, and let's see. He has a minimum fee release clause of 50 million, which is too high. I know that. I have just put that in his contract so that big boys wouldn't just come and steal him. So that's that. So I'm not expecting to get 50 million for him. But let's see what we can do here. Fee. Let's start with a 50 million fee. And I would like to have six monthly installments of 1 million each. Is that insane? Let's just try that and then maybe put this to 50%, although the profit is not going to be that big, I think, if they ever sell him. But hey, should we try it like this? A potential value of 21 million? Should I get it a bit higher? Dare I set it to 20 million? Let's try it. Suggest terms. Oh, what happened? Okay, potential value of 16 million, which is more than double of his value, which is good, I guess. 11 million up front. 2 6 monthly installments of almost 5 million. Wow, that's good. Why not 6 of 1 million? I'm not really sure. Oh no, my bad. 2 installments of 2.3 million. And 30% of profit from next sale. Well, to be honest, guys, if I reject this offer, he will get pissed, because here you can see it. My client's preferred destination would be Leicester. So I am going to accept it. I'm not enjoying it, but I am going to. Yes, please. Because I am also anticipating this transfer by having a look at some guys who are or transfer listed or who I would want as a wingback. And you might notice that I am signing or trying to sign right wingbacks, because our good friend Hendricks, where is he? Here he is, can play equally as good as an inverted wingback on the left side of the pitch as he can as a normal wingback on the right side. So, if Sosa leaves, my plan is to move Hendricks to the left side of the pitch and to sign someone who can play as our new starting right wingback. Also as an inverted wingback, of course. Tuanzebe, he is transfer listed. He is basically a central defender. But trust me, I have used him in a wingback position in other saves, and he is pretty decent. Even as an inverted wingback, he's not too shabby, man. His physicals are awesome. He is just an awesome player. He's only 24 years old. So I don't know, he was listed for 12.25 million, which is not that much, trust me. Also did an offer for Dodo from Chelsea. A possible 22 million future fee. And also Guga from a Brazilian side. He is still being scouted, but it was a very good scout summary. So I thought I'd just anticipate this whole madness and get an offer in. So maybe, I don't think at the end of this episode, but most likely next episode, we will see what the outcome is of this madness. So, as I said last episode, I have done some tweaking. I'm still doing some tweaking now and then. So it's not a finished project, if you will. But let's just go over my tactic 4-3-2-1, go nuts. This is what I think works best for now, at least. Although there are some positions and combinations I am not too sure of. If you have any ideas or remarks or whatever regarding this tactic, let me know down in the comment section, because I could probably really use your help. But let's have a look, shall we? First of all, we have a sweeper keeper. Wow, shocking, right? I always use a sweeper keeper. I've used it for so long that I don't even remember why. I'm just using a sweeper keeper. 4 guys at the back, 2 inverted wingbacks, we've already talked about that, and 2 central defenders, but one is in a covering role, being in this case Petzela, and one is in a stopper role, which is a somewhat more advanced, so more up front of the pitch going, wow, there's a sentence, kind of central defender. In front of them, a deep line playmaker on a defensive duty. He was on support first, but I really want an extra, more defensive force in that midfield, if you will. So I have put him for now on defensive duty. Then we have 2 defensive wingers on each side of the pitch. Gonzalez and Salamakis are by far our best players on those positions. And then we have I used to have 2 shadow strikers, as you saw last episode. I've changed that because the gap that I described here in last episode actually is a giant gap man. So I have called one of my shadow strikers to be a little bit more defensive, supporting, I should say. So he is in an attacking midfielder role in a supporting duty. The other guy is still on shadow striker. So basically we have 2 strikers and a shadow striker on the number 10 position and an advanced forward. Now, the main goal of this tactic is when we have possession, my inverted wingbacks basically will form our midfield trio with Tonali, because they will move like this. Sosa will do this, and Hendricks will do this. Maybe even a little bit more up front, maybe even further up front than that deep lying playmaker. I have seen it happen on the pitch, trust me. So that's basically the idea behind an inverted wingback. When we have the ball, when we don't have the ball, when we don't have possession, they just function as a normal fullback / wingback, if you will. That's like the defensive story. I think the center of defense is obvious. We have one covering guy. We have one more aggressive guy, Popov in this case, as our stopper, as our central defender with the stopper duty. Then we have Tonali, deep lying playmaker. Pretty obvious role. Our defensive wingers, when we have possession, will of course be somewhat hovering around this position. If we lose the ball, they will in fact do more defensive duties. They will chase their opponents or their the players they're marking, because they're actually marking players in this case. And they will try and win the ball back. And that is a big difference between a defensive winger and a normal or even an attacking winger. Our 2 number 10s, also a pretty obvious position, the attacking midfielder. Basically a very supporting role between our midfield and our attack. I think I've already also set him to hold position. I think Kovalenko just doesn't like it, but I don't care. I really want this guy, the attacking midfielder, to hold the position, to be kind of an anchor point between winger, midfield, and attack. Shadow striker, pretty obvious. He functions as an extra striker, but drops a little bit more back. And Arezzo, of course, an advanced forward. So that is all as far as positions and roles and duties goes. You can see it is a very intense tactic. We are in a positive mentality. And let's go over our 3 tabs here. Or in possession, we try to pass into space. We play out of defense with overlaps on both sides of the pitch. Our tempo is extremely high with no time wasting, which is one of the main factors why our intensity is in the deep red. In the final third, we try to work the ball in the box with low crosses, and we run at our defense. In transition, we counter press when we have lost possession, and we counter when the possession has been won back. Our goalkeeper in possession can pretty much do what he wants as far as pace goes. Distribute to area, I set this to distribute to center backs only, but I have noticed, and it could be that it is a FM21 thing, I'm not sure, but a lot of mistakes are being made when I do this. So I have unticked it and I have set it to distribute to fullbacks. How he does it, I don't care. And for the last tab, out of possession, we use the offside trap, which is quite risky, but we have one of our central defenders in a covering role. So that might help if someone breaks through that offside trap, and it also might help that your defender is quite fast. I think we've got that covered. We have a much higher line of engagement, so we are really pressing, and we also have a higher defensive line. We are using tighter marking, our pressing intensity. Of course, another thing that contributes to this red color here is extremely urgent because we are also preventing short goal kick distribution, and we are tackling hard because we are getting stuck in, which will get us a lot of cards and possibly suspensions. But I just also hope that it kind of minimizes the amount of goals that we concede. It's as simple as that. As far as player instructions go, I don't think I have set up that much. Take fewer risks in my center backs. That's one. Inverted wingback are all standard. Tonali is also standard, although I have set him on take more risks because he can do some awesome passes. That's the only reason. Gonzalez and Salamakers are all standard. Kovalenko hold position, we've covered that. Aglov all standard, and the advanced forward rather, only shoot more often. I could set this to dribble more, but to be honest, I think because he has a shadow striker right there with him as support, he could also pass the ball. I don't really want Arezzo to be as clinical. Well, I do want him to be clinical, correction, but I don't want him to be selfish since he now has an actual shadow striker in his near vicinity normally. So we'll see how that turns out. I think by what I have seen on the pitch, we are doing quite okay. But the first real test is today. We are facing Borussia Dortmund away. Tactical meeting, please. That's what I thought. Now I am going to take a massive risk and simply use the tactic as you have just seen it with the positive mentality. I know it is Dortmund. I know it is an away game. Everyone kind of expects us to lose this game. So if we in fact lose, we lose. It's as simple as that. But if we win by using that tactic, oh man. Team selection. Now we do have one injury, and it is Amadozic, unfortunately, one of our starting center backs. He is out for a couple of weeks. Yep, maybe 3 weeks. So that is no bueno. But he's the only one. So fingers crossed it stays like that. Kovalenko is coming back out of injury, but I am going to play him, I think. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. Apart from him, since Amadozic is out, Pizzala is kind of taking that covering role. But I think, to be honest, I am going to put Popov there because Popov is a little bit faster. Acceleration and pace are quite okay for a center back than old guy Pizzala. So I am going to do it like this. Pizzala is right-footed. Popov is right only. But I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to put Popov in the covering role and Pizzala in the stopper role. Now, I think no more surprises as far as players go. So yeah, this is the squad to go to Dortmund and hopefully kick some buttocks. Blanco in goal, Sosa, Popov, Pizzala and Hendricks as our back four. Tonali as a deep-lying playmaker, Gonzalez and Salamakers on the wing. Kovalenko in the AM, Angelov as a shadow striker. And deep-lying, advanced forward, Matias Arezzo. And Dayum. That's been a while since I have seen only green on this screen. That's a lot of E's. Go to match. And let's have a look at the Dortmund squad. We already know that Haaland and Sancho are out of there. So they have Andres Silva, Kasper Dolberg, Delaney, Witsel, Emre Can. They still have a decent squad, man. Who am I fooling? By the way, Pizzala is our captain. Tonali is our vice captain. FYI. Dressing room. Yep, pump fists. What? And I can't say the carry straight on thing. Outstretched arms. Yep. Go out there and carry straight on from where you finished last match. Here we are in whatever the arena is called from Dortmund. Let's go, boys. Come on, how awesome would it be, man, if we actually beat Dortmund at their place with a new tactic? Oh, 15 minutes in though, and not a single thing has happened, at least no highlight. 20 minutes in, okay, here we go. Ruben Branco for the first highlight to Petzela. Come on. Popov to Souza. Cuts inside and swings it over to the other side of the pitch. Tonali now. Good ball to Gonzalez. Souza goes for the overlap, but Gonzalez loses the ball. And come on, yes. Good covering, good marking by Souza. Long highlight, and I really hope it stays on this side of the pitch now. Aglov goes forward, and what the hell was that? Okay, at least we saw a highlight, but let's keep it at that. Good God. 35 minutes in, and what should I shout? I'm not going to shout anything. First a highlight, free kick. Tonali heads it away. Can someone reach it? Not really. Emre Can, wow, blasts it, luckily for us, wide of the goal. Yeah, I mean, we have more possession, but here they are again with the free kick. Akanji now. Steal it. Whew. We didn't really have a chance, at least not on camera. What the hell, Tonali? Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple of games in very close succession of one another. Let's go to the dressing room. So we have some tired players, and Tonali, unfortunately, is one of them. So I really have to keep an eye out for that. Let's go pump fists. Ooh, I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge. I have no idea what happened last time, but I'll take that. Start second half. Let's have a look at... Tonali's fitness is already like orange. Red even. Damn. Okay, 55 minutes. I don't want him to get injured, so I might as well take him off. Aglov now. Come on, boys. Hendricks, don't lose it. There he is, Tonali. Good ball to Salamakers. Swing it in, Alexis. Swing it in. We are 1-0 up. Victor Kovalenko with a little bit of luck, but who freaking cares, right? First goal of the season because he was injured for the last 2 games. Let's have another look. Awesome ball by Tonali to Salamakers. And then there is a little luck involved. Bing, bing, bing. But Kovalenko... Yes, sir, we are 1-0 up, and let's praise him first of all. Oh, damn. Did I berate them? I berated them. Can I cancel it? Cancel it. I think I canceled the berate. Okay, pause game. Praise him. For the love of God, y'all can stop doing stupid stuff like that. Let's go to balanced. And I am going to take Tonali off, man. Oh, how I hate it, but I have to do it. Tonali comes off for Eustáquio. Can also play, luckily, as a deep-lying playmaker in a defensive role. Duty. Yeah. Come on. I'm nervous. You can probably tell I am nervous, but I actually am kind of myself. 75 minutes. Pause game. Yeah, I am going to do some substitutions. Salamakers and Gonzalez, our 2 wingers, of course, are pretty much unconscious. So I am going to put Salvio on as the right winger. And I mean, we might as well do our last substitution. Let's get Subel on for Gonzalez. Come on, boys. Ooh. 10 and something minutes left. Let's praise him again. A very uneventful game, but to be honest, if this is the result, I'll take it. Kovalenko with the corner kick gets headed away. Falls to Salvio, but nobody is really... Eustáquio to Popov. Don't do anything silly. Come on. To the outside. Yes, Sobol. He's still fresh. Ooh, Arezzo. 6th goal of the season. Matthias freaking Arezzo. And I mean, yes, sorry, Bob. We have done it, I think. At least there are 4 minutes of extra time. But I think we have just beaten Borussia Dortmund at their place. Look how fast Arezzo is, man. After what, 89 minutes? He is an absolute beast. Let's praise him, but the game is over, y'all. Yes, sir. Look at the match stats. I think we have more possession. It was quite an even game, to be honest. We had 10 corners versus 2. Nobody had a clear-cut chance. And our XG is like the triple of theirs. So, awesome stuff. We have won 2-0. Dressing room and outstretched arms more than ever. I am very pleased with the result and your performance. Continue. No interview, we have 2 fan reactions. That was like watching paint dry. We're so dull. True, Leopold, but we did win though, didn't we? Then Anna says, hate to come across as a big tactics nerd, but how good was the defense today? Thank you. Really solid base that allowed the forwards to grab the headlines. Anna knows her stuff. Continue. So the 2 offers that I did for Guga and Dodo are both accepted. Let's have a look at the wages and the expected playing time that they have. Guga wants to be an important player with a wage somewhere around the 150, 160 mark. And Dodo, shwowee, star player between 300 and 400k a month. That is pretty much the same thing as Tuanzebe asked, but I kind of expected that. I didn't really expect this to be so high, so I will have a look at how Sosa wants it all to turn out, because the ball is in fact in his camp now. If he decides to leave for Leicester City, one of these 2 or Tuanzebe will probably be our new starting right wing back. And let's have a look, guys, because we have been awesome so far. We all know it's not going to last. We all know that. Trust me. I know, but let's see. We will be back for... Should we just come back for the Bayern game? Simply to test out our new tactic against the Giants. And I know we're nowhere near that level. But maybe with that tactic, we can kind of overrun them like we maybe did with Dortmund a little bit. But I think we will be back for maybe the Bayern game, maybe the game after. Mönchengladbach is also a pretty decent squad. I will see. We'll probably be back somewhere in October. So guys, that was it for today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have, because I am super happy that we have beaten Dortmund for the first time in the series, at least on camera, right? If you have enjoyed it too, please leave me a big thumbs up on the video and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Whack on that notification button so we can keep doing this adventure together. Connect with me down in the comment sections. Let me know what you think about the transfers and the tactic especially. And I hope to see you very soon.